Hey adventurers, welcome to the crew. I'm Sea Lord Jenda, and this is my Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity. In the last episode, we wrapped up a bunch of side quests in Defiance Bay, and started investigating a murder mystery that's going on there, and we're going to continue with that now.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Yes, they're on the way. Calm down. Alright. I forget who we were looking for, but I believe it was said they'd be at the Salty Mast. Let's see, their name was Ollie,
Lady,
and
we
they
start
frequent
worrying
the
maybe
brothel
her
here.
dad got frisky with his ends.
I guess you can always trust a farm boy's head to go there first.
Intimidator. Don't imply that her dad fucked a chicken. That's not helpful. I'm pretty sure we have seen an Ollie in here, haven't we? Ollie? Ollie? Ollie, 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 Ollie. Ollie, 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 Ollie. No, I don't actually see an Ollie. Hold on. Portico. This is the kitchen. Or, no, it's not even. I don't know what it is, but it's the back room. Ollie. I would have sworn we did see an Ollie before. Maybe upstairs? I feel like it's just the brothel up here, though, you know? Maybe Ollie was outside? Hey, wait, do you know anything about an Ollie? Oh. Oh, I never even told him. Huh, I only told the mother. Well, your son's dead. Yeah, I'm afraid your boy died while you were here. Sorry, I don't have... this was kind of out of the blue. We already resolved this with Ada. You have to move forward. Right, okay, he's just gonna drink himself to death. Well, oh, I was gonna talk to the, tavern owner. See if she can tell me where Ollie is, but let me just see if Ollie happens to be standing right out here somewhere or something. No, I don't see him right here. Let me see if, the brothel mistress knows anything about it. You seen an Ollie?
Hello!
No. Okay. Ollie. No, definitely not over here. Not at the bar. I forgot about this corner, I think. Ah, Ollie, there you are. The man's at a table by himself, but he constantly glances at the opposite bench as if waiting for someone. He reeks of alcohol, and he moves with the torpor of someone who's gotten used to spending most of his time drunk. This table's taken. Find another. He spreads his elbows on the wood and pulls his drink between them. I got questions about Lendry. His face twists into a confused scowl. What's it to you? I was told you were the last person to see him. Here to help, huh? Well, you're 2 weeks late. I just got a few questions. Ollie finishes his drink and drums his fingers on the empty mug. My throat's feeling mighty dry. If you want to talk, that'll be 10 pounds for a refill. What the hell, mate? It's your friend. I'm gonna grab him. Need answers. Sober the hell up. Whoa, whoa, calm down. He tries to push you away, but his movements are sluggish and imprecise. Just don't hold me like that. Makes the room spin. So what is it you were wanting with Landry? Tell me about Landry. He spent most of his time here, drinking with me. Tells you enough, doesn't it? He takes a gulp of his drink and shrugs. He didn't volunteer details, and I didn't ask. But he had a working man's hands and a working man's taste for drink. When'd you last see him? Right here, getting drinks with me. He slaps a spot on the bench. Just like we have every night for the last 5 years. I couldn't actually tell you much about him. I think he preferred it that way. Frowns at the rough wood grain of the table. It's probably why we got on so well. Plenty of things we didn't talk about. Did you just sit here in silence, drinking all day for 5 years? Anyway, I remember that night because he said things were finally turning around. He was gonna find a steady job, clean up, have another crack at the respectable life. I told him in that case he could buy the drinks. He traces the rim of his cup. That's when she showed up. Who's she? Sly smile stretches across his face. The real fancy lady. Name's Lamdala. Taps his head. I don't remember much these days, but I remember her. Usually, you have to pay a month's copper to spend time with a woman like that. But Lamdala, shakes his head, she was falling all over Landry that night. Left with him, too. Where'd they go? A gruff laugh rattles his throat. She said they were going on to see some frilly performance. She asked me if they had their own plans to perform that night. He makes an obscene gesture and grins. She just said they had to pick something up at her house in Copper Lane first. Some cozy little place by the northern gate. He picks up his cup. Even a drunk like me knows what that means. For what it's worth, she said he earns her coin over at that amphitheater in Copper Lane. That's where she said they were going to see their show. Maybe someone there saw him. Alright, thanks. Right. Let me know if you find him, man. Because that bastard owes me a round if he's found a good life. Why the hell does the drunk know the most about this case? He's the only one who knows the woman's name and place of work. Also, that detective, the Orlin Cipher detective, claimed to be, one of the best detectives in the world. Did he interview? He said he interviewed all 3 of these people. The connection to the theater and this woman is so unbelievably obvious. The sheer incompetence it would require to not notice that. Damn cops, completely useless in all settings. Well, okay, the house is... Oh, it's right there. The amphitheater is here. I guess we check the amphitheater first. Oh, hey, Cendric. The hell? A red-faced young man approaches you. He appears livid and stammers as he speaks. You killed my beloved. This will not stand. Your beloved? What are you talking about? The man's face darkens and he snarls. Dana and I were to be wed. You'll pay for your insolence. Dana? This is a legitimate who the fuck are you talking about moment, because I don't know, I don't remember Dana. Was she one of the... Oh, was she one of the, like, Dominals or something, maybe? Well, in that case, good riddance, buddy. Glad I killed your fiancé. Also, you're on fire. Okay, I am being stabbed a lot, but, it's alright. If I die, I won't stay dead, although we do need to rest, but... No, wait, Ader, stay engaging him. Pelagina, get over here and engage Cedric. Before he stabs me anymore. Me, why don't we cast, we just cast this on this bodyguard. Okay, flattened his ass. Alright, if everybody would deal Cendric. Okay, yeah, they didn't even manage to kill me. Terrible assassination attempt, guys. Try harder next time. Didn't even have high-level, fine-quality gear. Didn't have any coin worth a damn. What a lousy bunch of assassins. Alright, let's see this theater troop. Oh, that's Landala. Oh, we did talk to her before, didn't we?
Hello.
I really should spend this time getting into character. Do you know of a woman named Cora? I can't say I recognize the name. Oh, that's odd. Her sister said she was part of the Revel of Stars. Maybe. What should I know about it? My work requires great focus and attention. She flicks her fingertips in frustration. I don't have time to coach every young amateur who joins our troop for a week. I suppose I could okay, I'm looking for a Kendall. Joined your group. No experience. Terrible actor. Sound familiar? She narrows her silvered eyes. I'm not sure who this Kendall is or why you'd malign our talent, but rest assured we have a process for evoking a satisfying performance from even the most inexperienced players. Alright, I got an Ollie who says his friend Lendry was last seen with you. Umdella lets out a big laugh. That drunk and Audra's gift? Men flatter themselves when it comes to the attendance of a beautiful woman. The Pallid Knight herself could waltz into that bar and he'd believe she was there to sit on his lap and listen to bawdy stories. Sagani turns to you, her eyes wide with mischief. That reminds me, you heard the one about the fisherwoman and the long-finned ice sucker? She glances around. Perhaps I should tell it another time. Yeah, I trust his... I'd like to hear this bawdy story, Sagani. Come on. I trust his word more than yours, I'm afraid, Lumdala. Her nose wrinkles. Nothing to gain but a little tavern hall admiration. The men there compete with tales of conquest they can only dream of. But you clearly found his performance convincing enough. I act on a her sort. Need to be trusted. Well, see, the woman of our group has spoken up. Surely there's someone else you can ask about all this. I'm but a humble actor. Yet you are very directly connected to 3 recent disappearances, Lumdala. This is not coincidence. What else do you expect me to say on the subject? She sighs and turns her face to the sky. If you'll excuse me, I have a performance to attend to. Oh, hi, Kadal. The young man steps up next to you, his gaze fixed on the other actors, his voice low. Meet me in Lumdala's house, I know what's going on. He claps his hands and whistles at the other actors. Well done indeed. Alright, to her house. I don't know what the hell she's doing to these people, but to her house. Maybe let's handle this first. I mean, rest. Then to her house.
Well met, friend.
Oh, what the heck? We have just piles of money. Let's use the Fletcher's stay. Why not? Really should get to those level ups. I'll do it before I advance the main story. Up to Lumdala's house? What the number of random-ass combats that start on the streets of Defiance Bay. Oh, look, it's a party of assassins. Haven't seen that before. Oh, shit, we're on fire. Okay, I need all of you casters to back the fuck out of the fire. Including myself. And then I need you to turn around and start casting Fireball on those assholes who just cast it on us. You two just shoot people, maybe. Itumak, you don't seem to be needed to tank. Why don't you go after that wizard? Their tanks are all chasing the wizard. Or, Itumak. That's kind of hilarious. Okay. Start casting this. Aloth, why don't you go for, Why don't you cast that on him? So he's done very well with disengagement penalties. Okay, their wizard is down. Panagina, get up here and intercept this person. Maybe use a little bit of the fire sword. Off, you want to pitch this over here? Yeah. Hey, guard. Hey, guard. You want to do something about this? There's about 4 corpses on the street right here, and there's an active battle going on. No? Alright. I told you guys, cops are useless in all settings. At least these guys had 8 gold, and they had more of these notes about... Do we know? Is it just the leaden key? Do we know who's trying to kill us? I feel like it's probably just the leaden key, honestly. This is like the 3rd or 4th time this has happened, but it is probably just the leaden key. Alright, let's check out Lamdala's house. Feel like... Okay, like, there's just no possibility she's not directly connected to these murders. Like, she very much... Alright, murders is an assumption. Like... Oh, that's right, we looted this place already, because we broke in just randomly. This painting depicts the famous scene from The Light of Dawn, in which the traveler and the ghost happen upon a starving man. There's just nothing really happening here, but I could all. A young man appears before you, trembling and excited. You! I saw you with Lamdala, by the amphitheater. Look, I don't know what your business with her is, but I want out of this mess. I just came by to grab my things. Just let me leave, alright? Whoa. Take a breath. Calm down. Tell me what's going on. He nods, filling his lungs. Thank you. There's not much time. Lamdala's out to get me. I need to get out of here. Maybe out of the city. Kadal reaches slowly into a satchel and produces a small key. This opens the door behind you. There's a passage in there leading down to a theater. He shudders. It's easier if you go see it for yourself. He licks his lips. Since I helped you, I want your promise you'll leave my name out of this. First time I ever met an actor didn't want his name on everything. Look, all I care about is preventing another disappearance. I'll leave you out of it. Thank you, and good luck. He doesn't look you in the eye. What the hell is this actress doing? How dangerous can she be? She's an actress? Alright, well. Into this creepy-ass theater cellar. Assorted plays from all over the world fill these shelves. Appreciate that it's no longer stealing to take her possessions just because we suspect you really are playing the cop role, huh? Have we read this before? Saints War, I don't think we have. The Saints War Part 1, Overthrow. There's much debate with historians as to when the Saints War really began. It's widely accepted that the event that instigated it was the sanctuary flight of Rayad Saren's citizens to the Dyrwood. This led to direct strife between the two nations that escalated into battle, the Saints War. But it's the author's opinion that the war truly started many years before. After the miracle of the Verdant Vorless, as it came to be known, Weidman quickly gathered followers, drawn to the stories of Beathas's miraculous prophet. His power grew. Eventually, Weidman had gained enough support that he confronted the imperial governor. Assisted by a collection of knights and nobles who had been swayed to his cause, he marched on the capital city. The governor was allowed to live, but was forced to abdicate power and leave the colony. This was not from any understanding or easy acquiescence from the governor, but because of what happened when Weidman entered the governor's palace. As Weidman approached the governor, according to accounts, his body turned into something that was no longer human. His flesh became luminescent, and his head transformed into pure, blinding light. Other accounts suggest Weidman had become a being of light at an earlier time, and he was whipped in the public square, but the outcome of his visit to the palace, however, is uncontested. The governor, knowing there was no way he could oppose an avatar of Aethos, relinquished his power. The people then asked Weidman to lead the colony. He accepted, earning him the name Divine King of Rayad Saris. Weidman's rule was virtually uncontested. Initially, this was because everyone was awed that a god had chosen to manifest himself and lead his people. This changed as Weidman began punishing the allies of the old empire and the poison on the world, would have consisted of corrupt churches or church leaders of Aethos. Scrutiny escalated, and soon worshippers of Aethos were also being punished for mere perceptions of heresy. Members of other religions were also added to the list of the persecuted for following different faiths. This caused large segments of the population to flee Rianceres with Deerwood begging for sanctuary. This caused strife between the two nations. The people of the Deerwood knew they could not sustain explosive population growth if Weidman's rule were to continue unchecked. They also feared that his eye would turn from Rianceres and land on them next if nothing was done. This was exactly what ultimately happened, and open war broke out as Weidman moved to spread his dominion into the lands of Deerwood. Yeah, makes sense. Damn religious ultras. So what the hell are we gonna find in this theater? Oh, that doesn't look too good. I don't think these three guys are okay. Hey, 104 silver though. A scarf. A simple, silken scarf is crumpled on the filthy flagstones. Essence radiates from it like heat, and the closer you get to it, the more you feel a confusing mixture of joy, surprise, and pain. Hold the scarf and focus on it. The world around you shifts. Something about you shifts, too. The smooth fabric is still in your hands, but you're in a small yet cozy house, and Laura's looking from the scarf back to you, asking if you like it. She's smiling because the answer is written on your face. That was 4 years ago, but you still wear the scarf on days like today. After all, you wore it that first day you met the actress with silvered eyes, so who's to say it won't bring you luck again tonight? It's nestled around your throat, soft and warm and comforting. You're halfway through the third act, and you can feel the audience's eyes on you, hungry and attentive. You were nervous at first when that woman brought you down here. You wondered what kind of show you'd signed up for. But this has gone better than you could have hoped. You reach the end of your monologue, and the scarf tightens around your neck. It chokes the final line from your throat, which is embarrassing because your debut was going so well. But when you try to pull the scarf away, it only tightens further. You're confused, and you look to the audience, expecting someone to rush to your rescue. Then you see their eyes and that hungry, attentive look, and you understand. The stage fades to black. The scarf falls from her hand and flutters to the ground, but Cora's soul lingers, stuck between a familiar token and a question. It wants to know, but it wants to retreat. Well. Damn, that's uncalled for. You had your sister's love and the courage to follow your dreams. Take comfort in that, find your way to the next life. The soul glows with warmth before fading back into the fabric of the scarf. Alright. Oh, hi, Lumdala. Hi, Lumdala's army. Lumdala emerges from the shadows, her silvered eyes glowing in the darkness. Well, well, if it isn't our friend from Dunrid Row. Lumdala, I'm not quite sure what's happened here, but it kind of looks like you've killed all these people on this stage, so that's not too great. I don't actually have the full picture of what happened here yet, though. But, okay, first of all, how do you know Dunrid Row hired me? You aren't the only one who can put two and two together. She folds her arms and raises her chin. Besides, we actors aren't paid for our discretion, you know. I'm sure Kadal made a fine show of begging you for mercy, but he positively outdid himself when I showed up. It's a shame he wasn't more committed to our craft. A cruel grin crosses her lips. He's always been easy to motivate. You're a monster, Lumdala. How could you do this to these people? She waves a manicured hand. Quite easily. My patrons appreciate true art, and they pay well for it. The actors, on the other hand, she shrugs. They were nobodies. In death, I gave them purpose. Is it not telling that the authorities never bothered to look for them? Okay, is she staging plays in which the actors actually die if they're supposed to die? Or something like that? That's not okay. What is it you're here for? She gives you an appraising look. I have a proposition. And I have my doubts, but I suppose it couldn't hurt to hear the details. I stage my performance for certain wealthy patrons. One in particular would make a valuable catch. You agree to a truce and I'll give you his name. Explain? Don't be naive, you're a man of principle. You want to help Defiance Bay, don't you? Save its people from those who would prey on them? Think of this way, I only feed a demand. I'm offering you the man whose money and connections made my performances possible in the first place. That's gonna be a no. 'Cause you're a sick person, and you'll keep doing this. And maybe we can find the name from a note or something, possibly. Doll shrugs. As you wish. She gestures to the actress with her. Stop. I'm not feeling very stoppy today. How about I just cast Fireball on your face? Yeah, that looked like it hurt. Alright, Deloth, you and I, maybe just a little bit of this. Well, they are still alive, to be fair. We in range for the next salvo of these to be at them, and just focus on the tanks. Yeah, they're not gonna last too long. Tell you what, me. Fire. Oh, Itumak's over here. Good for him, I guess. Eat Lamdala, Itumak. Pelagina, did you make it into combat? You did, okay, good.
I'm ready.
They do still have a lot of range support, but not enough. Sorry, Lamdala. Well, no, not sorry. You're quite dead.
I'm here.
Maybe I should have just taken the deal and then lied. Bunch of random nonsense. Ring of protection, that's pretty solid. Lockpick, 11 gold, 14 gold, 5 silver. We'll see. Do we know anything more about this other than that? I guess they were just putting on performances where people actually died. Yeah, there's not much else to tell here necessarily. That's pretty messed up, Lamdala. Well, even if we can't find out, maybe the others that, yeah. And maybe once we report into Curran, he'll be able to put Dunrid Row on it a little. It's a little bigger than anticipated now, surely. Brackenberry. Oh, I don't think it actually matters what exit you go to, but oh well. Brackenberry, we hand in this quest and one other quest. And then we can go up to back to First Fires and we can advance the main story. And then that'll probably be where we end for today, but yeah. Alright, over here. One Animancer and one Cipher we gotta talk to.
Welcome.
You'll never believe what I found. You, Lady of Lament, you really found it. Netton cradles the musty tome like a newborn. I can't believe it, it really exists. She looks back to you. Thank you so much, this will be invaluable. She almost turns to the book. At the last moment, she remembers herself and gives you a bag of coin. 500 copper. Well, I was glad to help. Anything else? I'm sure they'd be asked this question already. Alright. Farewell, farewell. Hopefully she actually makes some use out of it, you know. Anything else here? No. Alright. Let's go talk to Curran and report on the whole murder investigation. Also, for a... yeah, I said this before, but for a self-proclaimed best detective in the world or something, basic interviews with the 3 people who reported the crimes immediately led me to the only obvious suspect who was guilty. Well, I found the missing people. Yes, you've been all over Defiance Bay since last we spoke. He's the Lord Eye search you. What'd you find? They were all murdered. A woman named Lamdala did it as part of her performances. He hisses, something big, I knew it. I'll send my men after her right away. It's too late for that. She confronted me and I killed her. Indeed. Curran's toothy smile widens. I can't say I'm terribly sorry. You've been a resourceful investigator, and your shrewdness has helped resolve a most troublesome case, and saved many lives, I'm sure. There was also an associate by the name of Kadal. Indeed, and I shall see that he is brought to justice. Thank you again. Oh, did I learn that from the, soul reading, maybe? Maybe. Well, it was worth it to put a stop to these heinous crimes. Curtin grins. I appreciate your zeal. I take this as payment for your services. No, thanks for your generosity. 3,000 copper, not bad. Curtin nods. Thank you for your help. Neither Dunwood nor I will forget this. Farewell. Alright, well done, well done. Any other quests I should do? Battery. Let's see. This I've gathered is pretty high level, I think. Seems like it is anyway. Archmage and all that. Companion, companion. Skipping. Companion. Endless paths. Companion. Endless paths. Bounties. Also, kind of... I guess we should just decide, but like... honestly feel like they just don't give you anywhere near enough information to decide, so I'm just gonna keep leaving it in limbo. So not really. Not anything that needs to be done imminently. Let's go ahead on up to First Fires.
When you started shouting, that poor man looked as if he'd piss himself.
Nothing seems to trouble you much, does it, Kana?
Oh, I don't know. I never found much use in getting worked up over the little things.
Maybe to an Omawa, it all just looks like little things.
Actually, I probably should, can't camp here.
You work for the Duke's Vivilian Republics, huh?
Ah,
Probably be fine.
Must be nice always knowing who you're supposed to serve.
well, there are 5 of them, but even so, knowing who is easier than knowing how.
I'd like to rest just in case, you know, this major story mission could be combat still, although it feels like it seems like it should be a non-combat section, but oh well. We'll just head inside. Hey, guard. I have one. No? How do I... my big thumb? Oh. No, well, oh, yeah, I guess I have to talk to Lady Webb first. Oops. Probably should have done that while I was literally there seconds ago. But I kind of figured once I had the invitation, I should just go. Good, our Artificer's Hall is not there. Artificer's Hall is complete. Well, then let's build, well, there's more of those, or tell you what, let's just build the curtain walls up. South curtain wall. 4 days seems worth it. Alright, I was gonna level up before I advanced that quest too. Alright, yeah, in fact, let's do that now. Let's get the levels up. Points. Put one into athletics. Lore is good for conversations sometimes too, but we've got very high lore, so a little bit of athletics won't kill us. Ooh, a level 5 spells. Okay, let's see here. Drains resolve intellect and perception. Creates a surge of ice, freeze damage, and a cone. Knocks enemies unconscious. Pike of pure magical force. Nice. Well, that's handy too. It's not passive though, so. Malignant Cloud, poison damage. Bitter Mooring. Makes the target stuck and becomes an anchor for a ray of energy that does freeze damage. Okay. Terror, weakened and terrifies. Torrent of Flame, burn damage on everyone nearby. Wall of Force, crush damage and hobbles. Transforms an enemy into a pig. That's nice. Let's take the Spirit Lance, and let's take Call to Slumber, actually. Oh, and I can take Spell Mastery. Free once per encounter. Probably Missile, because that's the only thing we really use out of our level 1 spells, honestly.
Aye?
Alright, Loth. You could take some Athletics too. And you could take this, because it feels like a bit of a base thing. And take maybe also this, because it sounds hilarious. Yeah, you should also take that. I realize I've spec'd my 2 wizards pretty much identically. That's just how I like the wizards, I guess. Alright. Not enough points for more athletics, but I feel that I should just save up more then. Alright, abilities. What's this do? Oh, that's nice. Although not really what he needs, but it's nice. Helps nearby allies. That's pretty good too, honestly. Honestly, this is pretty good, because really, that's what we want from him, is just to tank and aggro everything. Nope, skip Scotty. Oh well. Give her just a point of survival or something. Okay. Let's see. Bonus to all defenses when the paladin downs an enemy. Spends hostile effects. Gives sworn enemy. Snaps out. Beneficial effects. Mages of Loyalty. Reduces charmed or dominated. Improves an ally's deflection. Increases damage production. Provides an accuracy bonus. Defense against poison, disease, charmed, frightened, terrified. Let's just do that. Scotty, let's do mechanics. More, please. Really wish I could take some points out of survival, which is honestly not that useful even. Well, okay, I guess for these things, but we really see these pretty rarely. Certainly we don't need stealth. We just never use that. Let's see here. That's pretty nice. I feel like it's helpful to upgrade the E2 synergy. And Kana. Guess a bit of survival wouldn't hurt. Ooh, level 3. Philith Usmith Fear. Burning on all allied weapons, that's nice. 7 men onto the deck they went. Freeze and shock damage reduction. And defense against prone. The dragon thrashed, the dragon wailed. Hazard field. Burn and slash damage. The Silver Knight's shields broke both arrow and blade. Increases deflection. Let's do this, that's kind of nice. So the Chanter's developing into a pretty nice support class.
Yes?
Yeah. Alright, now let's go see Lady Webb. Thanks for watching, adventurers. New parts will be up every other day, or you can watch live on Twitch. If you did enjoy the video, consider leaving a like or subscribing. Have a nice day, adventurers. This is Sea Lord Janda, signing off.